Alright guys, so straight to it, as you guys can read the title, subscriber's note, because someone just asked me just a while ago, his name's Crack Asian Chris. He asked me about why get a master grade that can't rival with a high grade articulation, and he was comparing master grade RX-178 Gundam Mark II against 00 Gundam. I figured, these two different kids, they're different kids. Why would you get master grade? Why would you get master grade Titan's Gundam Mark II version 2.0 over something smaller that has a lot more way better articulation than Titan's Gundam Mark II version 2.0? There's a whole bunch of things you have to consider with this. First of all, it's not considered, but first of all, why I posted this video is, even though it was a good question for him, to me it was a good question, and I figured, a lot of people will ask this question sometime down the line, especially if they're going to be their first master grade. I'm sure, and this time, I'm sure that a master grade can be comparable to the new high grade, like from the 00 lineup right now. And I think the real question is, why get a master grade kit that can't rival with a high grade's posability? There's a difference between posability and articulation. Articulation just means different points of the kit that can move. Posability, which also, articulation can affect posability, but posability is still different from articulation, because you can pose something really well, but you still have less parts that move. So I think I'll answer both forms of questions right now. Why get a master grade that can't rival with high grades articulation? Well, I don't think there is any master grades that rival with the high grades articulation, unless you're talking about an ancient master grade. So, an ancient master grade like the first, RX-78 Mark II, RX-78-2, or the first Zaku 2.0, Zaku 2.0, the Zaku 2, or the Char Zaku 2, you're talking about those compared to the new high grades, then it totally just depends on what you want. Because honestly, you can't compare two different suits and two different scales. You can compare two of the same suits in two different scales, though, because let's say you're talking about high grade Universal Century not RX-178. Okay, RX-178 Titan's Gundam Mark II, high grade Universal Century version. Compare that to the first master grade version of the same suit. Why you would pick the master grade over the high grade is simply because you're paying for more. You're paying for more. You're paying more, but you're getting more out of your money. Because you're paying for size, you're paying for articulation, you're paying for better posability. As for the high grade, you're paying for a basic action figure with basic points of articulation and pretty much basic poses. But if you compare master grade Titan's Gundam Mark II version 2.0 with high grade 00 Gundam, you're gonna have to consider, I think, a couple of things. You're gonna have to consider the date they were made. Titan's Gundam was made in 2006. High grade 00 was made in September of last year, 2008. That's 2 years of Bandai's production technology increasing, getting better. So you also have to consider that. Articulation, still, I think the 2.0 still has more articulation, better articulation than high grade 00 can never have, because you can have fingers like this, and you can have the simple customization option that I think Bandai does on purpose now, where you can just part the fingers so all of them can move. You also have a nice wrist, you have shifting armor, you have Legs can't spread as wide as double O can, but that's all because of the size of the kit. Because honestly, if you had a kit that can spread its legs that wide, I think you would have leg problems with the kit. Especially if you pose them on a stand. If you had a kit that can pose his legs all the way straight up like that, I think eventually the leg will just drop down because of the weight of the feet. So you also have to think about the anatomy of the model itself too. The date the thing was made is also something considerable. You also have to consider like what you're paying for. You have to consider what you want actually, because if you want Master Grade Mark II and if you want Double O Gundam, you're kind of in a dilemma, because Double O Gundam has 3 forms at the moment, maybe 4 if you count the toy. But model kits you have 3. You have Super Deformed, you have the High Grade, and you have the No Grade 1 to 100 scale. Let's compare the No Grade 1 to 100 scale real quick with a 1 to 100 scale, Master Grade Titans 2.0. Well, you all have seen that Master Grade Titans 2.0. You've seen this articulation, posability, and stuff like that. You can do a lot. But with the No Grade 1 to 100 scale Double O Gundam, already you see things failing, like the legs. It can't go as far as the High Grade can't. There's no waist articulation for some stupid reason, just because they're assuming you're going to put the O-riser on it and it'll make the back top heavy. Bandai has failed with articulated waists that have big backpacks. Biggest example: Strike Freedom Master Grade, Destiny Master Grade. Anything with a backpack from that same series, Destiny and Seed, with the moving waist joint, that was a Master Grade. They had a lot of problems, and Bandai didn't want to fail, so they decided to go with a solid waist. Yeah, that's also a problem because of the size and the weight of parts. You can only do so much with a big one. If you were to make your answer much simpler, I'm just gonna say this: if you want posability, get a High Grade, a new High Grade. If you want posability, if you want articulation, definitely go for a Master Grade. No matter how much posable a smaller High Grade can be compared to a Master Grade. Master Grades are awesome. The only thing where they fail is some points, not points, but there are some poses that they can't pull off that a smaller kit can, and that's just because of the size. High grades are definitely more affordable, so if you don't care about articulation, you just want to pose your things as well as they can. There's less parts to move also, so high grades are nice. Master grades are nice in the sense because they're big. You can pose them any way you want them to. Well, not any way, but any possible way that you want them to until they reach their limits of posability. But otherwise, they're still good kits. I mean, they're very detailed, they're very accurate to what they can be. And yeah. Basically, the things you have to consider is when the kits are made, what you want, and how you want to, I guess, play with whatever kit you chose. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question, but you did have another question. So do you think I should go for the Titans as my first Master Grade since he's affordable and looks freaking cool at the same time? Yes. If a Master Grade is affordable, go for it. If you know what a Master Grade can do. This is why I think us model reviewers are pretty good at doing this. It's showing you guys what you guys want before you buy it. So you don't end up buying something that you guys totally don't like. So yeah, if the kit's affordable and if it's nice, go for it, definitely. But yeah, I hope this doesn't go too far. I know there's going to be a couple of discussions down there somewhere, but a short update. Here's my Arios. He just needs one more leg. He's looking freaking nice. I love him. But I just need to finish that leg. Let me get to that, and then I'm going to do the review sometime next week. But yeah, Crack Asian Chris. Hope that answered your question or questions, and I hope it probably sparked a couple of discussions with the rest of you out there. But anyway, peace.